Here we go, first quarter of action. And this time around, dito naman tayo sa bakbakan. Still in the 18 under division, St. Roberts laban sa Ateneo De Davao. Benji Santiago, Coach Anton De Los Reyes. And from what we have heard, this is like a rematch.
A rematch of the Palarong Pambansa finals, according to Coach John of St. Roberts International College in Iloilo. Akala natin we were treated earlier with nice games. Mukhang eto, it's gonna be a nice game as well. Maybe even better than the other games that we were able to see.
How about that three-pointer as delivered? That was Sardon from St. Roberts. Or was that? Yeah.
Yep, St. Roberts.
St. Roberts,
Kyle
yeah. Sardon.
Earlier, Luke Rose knocking down or finishing on that layup and then getting a stop on the other side.
So it's like there's an axe to be grind here.
Yun.
Lalo na para rito sa St. Roberts. Yeah.
Revenge game.
5-0 para rito nga sa St. Roberts. As they go for another long-distance shot. Ateneo De Davao. Well, we were impressed by the way they played earlier. Let's see. Oh! Anything you can do, why not? We do it all over again.
Again, Matt Cayetano knocking down the three-pointer. It looks like that's their designated three-point hitter. Diba? Kanina pa yan si Matt.
We saw him earlier, more than a couple of three-point shots. He's got that touch from the outside, Matt Cayetano. Two-point game. And right now, we are into this. Who's really in it to win it. Three-point shot did not work out. Offensive rebound. Ateneo De Davao trying to go reverse underneath. They still have the basketball here. Ayaw pa rin mahulog. Pellegrino having a tough time here.
John Pellegrino, one of the stalwarts ni Coach Jess earlier in their game. 12 points and 3 rebounds.
Here he is, getting himself on the board.
Mind you, if you look at how John Pellegrino is built, he's only 17 years old.
Grabe, no?
He's already built like he's ready for the seniors division.
And yung mga cuts and everything,
Yeah.
with the muscle formation on his body, and then you take a look at his face. This kid.
He's 17. Not even allowed to buy beer.
Hindi mo pa pwedeng utusan.
Di pwede, di ba hihinga ng ID yan. Talking about for John Pellegrino.
5-all is our count here. Oh, we're just basically having fun. And this promises to be something else. This meeting of these two teams battled it out a few months ago, palarong pambansa. And here they are, they meet here in Manila. Outside shot as delivered by Sardon.
Again, the second three-pointer, and that was with a hand in his face, Kyle Sardon. Ito na yung hinahanap mo. The next shooter.
Pwede. Well, actually, it's just not me. It's basically for
everyone, yep.
For the sake of national victory.
Because earlier, his first one, there you go.
Kaya nga eh. Daco Plastic, three-point shot of the game. Pero you take a look at the demeanor ng Ateneo De Davao, hindi naman sila nagpapanik. Parang alam na namin. Yeah, we're just going to engage them in a very, very interesting ball game here. Why not? As we take a look at Sanoria. Yes, that's right, Sanoria.
Flight 21. Si John Sanoria, one of the high flyers ni Coach Jess at ng Ateneo De Davao.
In an earlier game, he had 7 points and 5 rebounds. And right now, may natin kuminsan yung mga iba, mabilis din nakakaramdam kagad ng pagod. As they're not just going to play one game here. You know, they are in for what we could say battle royale.
That Euro step by Luke Rose. John Elijah Luke Rose. Rose.
Pagkatiling ng mga J. Rose lang.
J. Rose.
Jalen Rose.
Papagalata yung Fab 5, ha?
Sabi nga natin, we have seen plenty of these young players named after most probably mga idol ng parents nila. Diba? Ganun yun.
So far, St. Robert's International College.
International College.
Doing a good job keeping itong Ateneo De Davao at bay.
Pellegrino with a miss from the outside. Here comes St. Robert's once again, protecting a 4-point advantage. 4.5 to play. First quarter natin. Let's see how this one would progress. Oh, another shot from the outside. So Jalen Rose.
John Elijah. One dribble pull-up, that mid-range, not falling in love with the three.
The tip still won't go down. Made the effort. Ending. Ateneo De Davao, and they go for another. That time it's an air ball. So they still managed. Oh, teka, galing sa labas.
Hindi pa nakaka-establish ng position. But Kyle Sardon knocked down a couple of threes earlier from the left wing. That Euro by John Elijah.
at an early age, and they really know and trying to learn all those moves. Open look from the baseline, cannot knock it down. They'll have another crack at the basket here. How about trying to draw near, go gets closer?
Sonoria with that offensive rebound off that Rene Baterbonia miss. Kita mo naman yung strides ni Baterbonia, diba? He was able to get across with 2 steps.
So he turned out to be the MVP, right?
Yep, he was the MVP.
So they got him on the floor right now. Wow. Grabe, the defense. The St. Roberts.
This is going to turn out as our second to the last game. Grabe naman, napakaganda.
You'll be able to check out the results kasi nga po hindi lang isang court na nilalaroan ng mga participants natin for this year. Time down to 2 and 30. Ball going out. It's gonna go the other way. Apat lang itong abante ng St. Roberts.
And this time, St. Roberts unable to go ahead and execute their offense as the defense of Ateneo De Davao tightening up. Ayaw naman nilang malamangan sila ng malaki dito, for sure.
Baterbonia has to kick it out. Masyado masikip sa ilalim. They go back underneath. Nothing there. Defense holding. Itong papanig ng Ateneo De Davao. Uy! Kanina pa may nadudulas talaga rito. Itong side of the court, where they're trying to make baskets para rito sa St. Roberts. Saldon.
I like the way that they're playing defense on Rene Baterbonia. The moment he gets that ball, you have help defense in a smaller player in Pacheco. Nakakailang yan for bigs to dribble that ball. Hindi nila pwedeng ibaba. That's why it's been effective for them, and Baterbonia not able to get his game going here in the first.
Siguro after that meeting in that championship sa Palarong Pambansa, that has been a topic of conversation that went on for weeks.
Bakit ba tayo na yakit
Kasi dapat
ni Rene?
ganito to eh. Dapat ganito, diba?
Dapat yung head nandun eh. Sa weak side, kailangan yung susundot yung maliit para maiilang si Rene.
So ngayon, ito yung pagkakataon. Let's set everything in motion this time. No more of the conversation.
Same spot. May nadulas na naman doon. So, I gotta do something about that 15-foot area.
Is that really wet? Or now, mahirap eh. No? Hindi natin matansya eh.
That's the second time na may nadulas doon. So, it's gonna be a foul on Rene.
And that created opportunities para rito sa panig ng Ateneo De Davao. Dalawang dulas, dalawang basket.
Puntos.
Kapalit, diba?
It was 14-8. Now it's 14-12. That was a 4-point swing.
Imagine, huh? 17.1 to play here in the first quarter. Ball with St. Roberts. Floater. Didn't happen. Chance to equalize. Play broken up. There's still 3.6 seconds on the clock.
For defensive purposes, they're going to put in a new player.
Well, it did not go in. I don't think even if they made that shot, it would be counted. But nevertheless, what we expect from these two teams as they go on with a rematch. And of course, medyo different lang yung venue, different na yung setting. This is the Xavier Sucre Cup 2025, palarong pambansa. That's all in the back of their minds right now. But somehow, are we in for a very exciting ball game? 1 quarter down, 3 more to go. And we're still going to be here to bring you all of the action. As we get right back into the action, welcome to the second quarter. And most probably, si Coach Anton, medyo kwentuhan mo kami na nangyari dun sa ating first period. Dahil 2 puntos lang ito, abante na St. Roberts, ha?
Something that I wouldn't say we did not expect, but we found out na itong ang finalists ng palarong pambansa is a rematch. But during that first quarter, we saw the hot shooting from the outside nitong St. Roberts International College. That was in full display. A couple of 3-pointers early, finishing with 2 out of 4 clip. Pero hindi naman nagpadaig itong Ateneo De Davao. Fighting back, they did shoot a low percentage from the field at 22%, but their points in the paint, as well as their second chance points, their offensive rebounds, that's what kept them close in this ball game.
14-12. Let's try to find out if St. Roberts might be able to come up with something here. They could start the scoring spree that they want to happen to their side of the floor. As a foul, it's going to be called against Ateneo De Davao.
Right now, no Kyle Sardon on the floor for St. Roberts International College. Pinapagpahinga lang ng bahagya ni Coach John.
Agaw, Ateneo De Davao.
Repompo with that steal.
Could have been a nice play, but there's also contact. Well, it is indeed a nice play.
He knew it though, talking about makadangdang. When he went up in the air, he knew that that foul was coming. It's a smart move by Damag.
Al Damag.
Al Ivex Damag.
One and two in that trip. 14-13 among pa rin ito St. Roberts. They have the numbers here. Oh, unable with that layup. Ball going out. It stays para St. Roberts.
The 2-on-1 fast break. Unable to finish.
You're looking for Sardon. He's going to be back. He's back, basically. Side is St. Roberts. Go for the long inbound. Good, honest defense played right there by Ateneo De Davao.
No, there's a foul.
Oh, akala ko malinis.
I think it
Si
foul.
Pacheco ngayon.
Repompo was called for that foul on that drive.
Patrick Pacheco off the bench. Getting the first one to go down and his free throws. Also doing the same thing on the second.
Still keeping this lead. Itong St. Roberts International College. Pero pinasok na ulit ni Coach Jess. I'm sorry, yeah, Coach Jess ang kanyang starters.
Knock it down. Nice looking jumper.
I thought he was gonna pass it
I
to the
know,
right.
akala ko
Tapos
rin
biglang
Pellegrino.
tinira.
And it was
That's
pissing.
athleticism.
Yes.
Yeah, that's athleticism for you.
A gentle reminder to us, please help us keep the area clean and free from fast or color-coding garbage bins.
Shot clock. Mahaba pa ito. Very patient. Throws up a long one. And a foul is going to be called underneath. Naman rito sa St. Roberts.
That's Ahmed Said getting called for that foul, holding.
Baseline throw in para sa Ateneo De Davao.
A quick double on the butterball niya. Mga ka talagang magagawa, hindi ka pagbibigyan ng pagkakataon.
And Bahenting knocking down a jumper here. Ateneo De Davao finding themselves on top. St. Roberts not being able to answer. This is now 18-16 for Ateneo.
Back-to-back was Bahenting, too strong on that 3-ball.
Pellegrino. I can only imagine what really went on in that championship game that they had.
The intensity of that game, the way that they're playing here. Elimination round lang to. So ano pa kaya yung atmosphere noon during that championship ng palarong pambansa?
This is turning out to be a special treat, an opening day for Xavier Sucre Cup 2025 for all of you who are watching. It's 18 under battle between these two. So familiar with each other. Ateneo De Davao trying to change the narrative here in the second period. They had been trailing most of the time during the first 10 minutes of play.
Only about in the 7-minute mark of the second quarter that they were able to secure that lead after a 3-pointer by Bahenting.
Foul that will send this player in St. Roberts to the line.
It's Domilia. 8 points, 3 rebounds in his last game. RJ Domilia. No good on the first.
Making his first point. He's also got 3 rebounds so far here in the first half. 2-point game. Ateneo De Davao. Paterponia.
That's one way for you to be able to get some points. The quick release, face up, and then just keep it up. And then that release up high for Rene.
Kanina pa siya inaabangan.
Oo eh. Pag binaba niya, merong sumusundot from behind.
Put a shot and increasing their lead here ang Ateneo De Davao. Now they're up 22-17.
John Pellegrino with that finish on the transition attempt of Ateneo De Davao.
Under 3 minutes. Open. Shot clock, 10 seconds. It's St. Roberts.
Kyle Sardon. Not only can he knock down those 3-pointers, you also have to contend with how he drives to the basket, finishing with his left.
He's the first guy in double figures, 10 points. 2:20 to play. Baseline jumper ripped out.
Trying to answer back was John Peregrino. Silang dalawa nagbabantayan. Trying to one-up each other.
Yeah, that could also have been the matchup during that championship game sa palarong pambansa.
High up was Sanoria. Flight 21 getting up the stairs or getting up that ladder.
The three on its way, just a little bit off to the left. He gave it a try para rin sa Ateneo. That was Bayan Bund. St. Roberts. So ito ang Ateneo De Davao with Sarton with some hustle play. Getting a possession, and ito na naman. Baterbonia, 6 points.
Almost a steal by Kyle, but Baterbonia able to recover that leather and finish.
And Ateneo De Davao is up by 5. Approaching the final minute before we end the first half. Offensive foul.
Could be frustration on the side of Kyle Sardon as he missed that step back jumper. He's almost got a steal as well on Rene. Pero yun, at the time, illegal pick according to our officials.
Baseline jumper, nothing but net as they continue with a very good run here in the second period. 15-5 scoring run favoring itong Ateneo De Davao. Agaw na naman, quick hands for Ateneo De Davao.
RJ Domilia looking for that roll, but the roller wasn't there.
St. Roberts with this deficit that they are in, largest they're experiencing against their sabi natin foe. And the full essence of that word, nagmamadalin tres. And how do you like that? It has been a 15-5 scoring run na nangyari nga dito sa ating second period. Ateneo De Davao, you can never underestimate the heart of a champion team. They're at it again, these two teams, familiar and how to battle against each other. Simulan mo, kaya natin tapusin. It's as if Ateneo De Davao is telling that to St. Roberts, but it's just halftime. We're just halfway through a very exciting ball game that we are going to watch fully. Second half action already underway. Ateneo De Davao leading by 8. St. Roberts. It's like they took the first quarter, 14-12, and then the sudden turnaround that happened back in the second period, 15-5 scoring run. Imagine limiting your opponent only 5 points for one full quarter. That's how Ateneo De Davao was able to do it against St. Roberts.
Not only that, Ateneo De Davao forcing 10 turnovers dito sa St. Roberts, resulting in 12 points off turnovers. That's what really did them in, clamping down on defense, making sure that it was going to be difficult for the players of Coach John to go ahead and execute their offense, erecting this 8-point lead rather. Here you see Coach John ng St. Roberts International College, Iloilo. So quick shout out to our viewers from Iloilo. For sure they are watching St. Roberts International College.
And not only that, also we have been informed this could also be seen as Smart Sports.
There you go.
So that means this is just opening day. So there's still those days tomorrow, Tuesday, all the way up to Wednesday for you to be able to enjoy and just choose whatever it is where you can enjoy the action that's happening right here for Xavier Sucre Cup 2025.
Quick shout out to Boss Epok Kimpo.
Oo naman,
Diyan
di
daw
ba?
kanina. Tinanong ang kanyang anak, si Legend. Corner 3 from Matt Cayetano rather.
Cayetano again, di ba? Sabi mo, designated license to shoot.
Kanilang designated three-point shooter.
That's a Laco Plastic three-point shot of the game. Who else? Matt Cayetano.
Up in arms ang coaching staff. Coach Jess ng Ateneo De Davao saying hindi naman natapik. That ball should go back to them.
Leading by 9 points. Pero yun nga, isa pa rito is may free throws ang St. Roberts and Kyle Sadon, who's double figures. Earlier he had 19. Right now he's trying to produce the same amount of numbers. So he's got 11. So
not the player that you want at the free throw area. Kasi pag nakita niya na shoot, diba, yung bola sa ring.
malapit pa rin. Technical free throw pala yun.
Na technical si either Coach Jess or the bench of Ateneo De Davao.
Sort of saying almost a violent reaction. Parang biglang may commotion. Oh, what's happening?
Patrick Pacheco taking it strong to the hole. He had that kick out. Could have kicked it out to Kyle on the right side, that corner.
Tingnan natin ang St. Roberts. Fighting off the pick. They're going to call the foul here on Ateneo De Davao. St. Roberts, Iloilo.
Look at that drive by Patrick Pacheco gets Rene to commit, and then the offensive board right there for I believe that is Mandayohan.
So ito gumagawa naman ng paraan para makabalik.
Just a 4-point lead as Kyle Sardon takes it strong to the hole. Again, ang hirap bantayan niya na yung may shooting na, tapos kaya ka pang saksakan sa loob.
So they made a stop. They're just down by 4. Goes a long pass. Miscommunication.
Sakto yun actually. Sakto yun eh. Pero yung ikot kasi,
Dumilia.
oh, yung ikot niya hindi papunta sa ring. It was going to the corner.
And then he realized, ay, ang layo.
Ang layo. Oh, ang layo. Good intention.
Yep. Ito naman, bumabalik naman sila rito after being down by as much as 9 points. Wow, no boxing out on the part of St. Roberts that time.
John Sanoria with that follow-up on that offensive board.
Lead is 6 for Ateneo De Davao. So we're almost halfway here in the third period. Very interesting ball game, sabi nga sa inyo, no?
A rematch.
May pinanggalingan.
May history, kumbaga.
Offensive rebound. Reset the kanilang half-court offense, but the shot clock says 6 seconds. No problem. Let's just go for that 3. Pellegrino delivers.
High ball screen and then just pulling up for 3. That's unexpected from John Pellegrino.
And Pellegrino's got 9 points in the ball game to go along with his 2 rebounds and 5 assists. Here comes Ateneo De Davao. Height is might and size does matter.
Rene Baterbonia getting that offensive board off that miss, but first, look at that one. Pulling up.
Ito yun yun.
Hindi niya na binaba eh. Look at the delight of the crowd of Ateneo. Kuya nila yan eh, si Rene.
They're going to call a loose ball foul here on Ateneo De Davao. This is Sanoria who pulled down a rebounder para rito sa St. Roberts.
Mahirap yun, hindi pwede yun.
Kaya nga eh. Under 4 minutes to play. Double-figure lead na ito para sa Ateneo De Davao. The first time it has happened here in this ball game. So parang right now, you're beginning to realize what really happened there sa palarong pambansa. And why is Ateneo De Davao?
Why are they the champions?
Why are they the champions? Yun eh. Pero sabi, third quarter. Still a big muscle to solve here para sa St. Roberts ng Iloilo.
You saw on your screens earlier, Coach John trying to solve that puzzle.
Let's see here, La Chica. As they go right now with Gadong. So itong St. Roberts, they're trying to utilize some of the players they were not able to make use of back in the first half. Fresh legs, I would say.
It is their second game today, so alam mo naman, kailangan mo talagang i-preserve.
Paterbonia. Oh, nakagawa pa ng paraan. Pero hindi magawa ng paraan yung basket. Ayun na.
And nothing you can do if Rene is underneath all alone, finishing scramble for that leather.
You can only wish that he's going to miss. Pero it's really a long shot for that to happen. Lead is up 13, the largest para sa Ateneo De Davao. 2 minutes to play here in the third and a shot clock violation. And St. Roberts losing a little bit of their focus here. Finding themselves by this much with this kind of a deficit.
They've got to calm their nerves and get their bearings straight, keep focus. It's just the third quarter. A lot of time for you to be able to come back in this game.
Paterbonia, well-deserved rest for Ateneo De Davao. We still have plenty to do. We still have the full quarter coming up.
Called off the bench was Repompo. Getting called for that traveling infraction.
Domilia on his way to the basket, blocked but fouled.
Good help by Repompo. The problem was he was called for that foul.
Ankle breaking move, no? Pero kunin mo sa free throw line.
That stop and go action of RJ Domilia. Hirapan ng depensa dun.
Kaya nga.
Like what you said, ankle breaker of a move.
Si Repompo, sabi niya, I think I made the right decision fouling you.
As he missed the first.
Gets the second one to go down.
Okay pa rin, di ba?
Yeah.
Instead of getting 2 points, 1 point lang ang nakuha mo.
39-27. Lamang pa rin itong Ateneo De Davao. Traveling. That's right.
Back-to-back traveling calls from Repompo.
.6 to play. Well, okay lang. At least ang Ateneo De Davao. Well, giving up a foul, pero penalty sila.
Yun yung tinuturo ni Coach Jess na ang ganda na ng depensa mo, nasasabayan mo na. Bakit ka pa sumundot? Penalty tayo.
Still have the work cut out for them because they're still being outscored here in the third quarter. Ng Ateneo De Davao have it 39-29.
Gotta stop here and then conversion on the other end. Cut this lead to just single digits. There you go. There's that stop. Now just execute your offense, a quality offense to carry over the momentum heading into the fourth.
Let's see if they could get it done. 5 seconds here in the third. It's down to 3. Baseline, getting it to go down.
Some quality execution, nice up fake, one dribble, and then that pull up on that short corner. That one is pure from Patrick Pacheco.
Third quarter, and as we have made mention, this is turning out to be a treat. A rematch of sorts. Different venue, different setting. But here they are. The familiarity. It seems like the champion team, which is Ateneo De Davao, showing us that they have this edge and can continue with this lead that they're trying to protect. 39-31 at the end of the third period. It's time for the fourth quarter. And this is where we all get to find out the result of whatever is going to happen between these two teams who battled it out dun sa palarong pambansa. Right now, this is simply a battle wherein St. Roberts would want to get back at Ateneo De Davao. Benji Santiago, Coach Anton de los Reyes. And still, itong ating Xavier Sucre Cup 2025 again. This will take the opportunity. We still have one more game, Coach Anton, right after this. Ano? Pero bukas start tayo kagad 8 a.m. And from the looks of things, mukhang, are you ready for this? 10 laro. I-cover natin bukas.
Again, there's a slip on that part of the court. Defense on that closeout, but seems to be okay.
Long inbound, an open look for a three, no. St. Roberts down by 8. Mamadaling opensa. Ooh, did not go for the shot, but there was already a foul. So ito nga si Paterbonia. (39-31).
The defense of Ateneo De Davao. Just making it difficult for the ball carrier to get anything going, whether it's a pass or just a clear pass or just a move to be able to get away from that sideline or baseline.
The 10-second shot clock that they have right now. St. Roberts, he tried to get closer, bitin. And here comes Ateneo De Davao. They made a necessary stop. Baseline drive. Well, napigil din. The Chica coming into the picture of that defense ng St. Roberts.
Oh, that box out by Gumela on Baterbonia. Hindi siya nakagalaw doon kahit na maliit lang si Gumela. Kind of effort you want to see from your players, no? Especially yung smaller players. na kahit na
Oo.
yung malaki yung kailangan nila i-box out, they're doing their job. Not making it that easy for the bigs to get the rebound, or the offensive rebound for that matter.
Gomela penetrates up and in.
What a move. Taking the defense one-on-one on an island, finishing with a left.
Ateneo De Davao. Siya talaga eh. Siya talaga, nobody else.
That's Matt
Cayetano.
knocking down those timely three-pointers, those baskets.
So we do just kumbaga parang we're trying to imagine what he was able to do in that championship game, no? Sa palarong pambansa. Here they are. The defense, yes. It stays para sa Ateneo De Davao. Baterbonia, sabi nga natin, every time he's close to the basket, you got to do something special as Matt Cayetano, specialty of the house.
Earlier in that set, Baterbonia, layo ng pagtanggap niya. He had to spin. Not the ideal spot where you want him to receive that leather.
Kailangan pagpihit niya, nandiyan
Yun
yung basket.
na, susubo na lang niya, kumbaga.
That's right. Traveling call on Sonoria. Lead is 9 para sa Ateneo De Davao. Can they do a repeat? Yun naman ang tanong para dito sa Ateneo De Davao. Mga naman parang yung isa galing ng Iloilo sa Visayas, yung isa galing ng Mindanao. Imagine.
And they all meet here
Sa Manila.
ating,
Here in San Juan.
yeah, in the Xavier Sucre Cup 2025.
And who would just imagine, you know? Mako-cover din pala natin itong dalawang teams na to.
Grabe.
We're given that privilege and opportunity.
What a treat for us.
Yes, indeed.
Traveling on John Sonoria. Second infraction of that nature back-to-back. That's not going to help their cause. And I might even give some momentum to the side of St. Robert's International College of Iloilo.
It's like the same brand of defense on Sonoria that they were able to do it twice. But here they need their offense to get going. 4 minutes and 20 ang natitira here in this ball game.
I would say this is the final push
Pwede,
for
pwede.
St. Robert's. They gotta make a move.
Mid-range, yes, knocking it down. Lumalaban pa, pumapalag pa.
It's Luke Rose.
Rossi ba talaga? O Rose?
I don't know. I would say it's Rose kasi Pinoy, di ba? Parang ang Rose is English.
Pero hindi naman daw siya Rossi. Gumagawa naman siya eh.
Hindi naman Rose. Pero you know, number 1 pa nga. Di ba? Derrick
Kaya-
Rose. Di ba?
Oo nga, no?
Pamatay
Yun
sunog.
lang. And Bahinting was able to knock down that long-distance shot. Back up 9. Ang Ateneo De Davao with 3 minutes and 20 to play. So Rose or Rose, whatever it is, he has to rise to the occasion.
Kadangdang trying the defense of Baterbonia, unable to get a bucket there.
3 minuto natitira Ateneo De Davao. They still have the lead. They threw the ball away, pero last touch on St. Robert's. Shot clock down to 7 for Ateneo. It's down to 4. Oh, inside the key jumper.
How do you like that elevation from John Pellegrino? We're not even surprised that he can do what he's doing here on the court, the way his athleticism, or how his athleticism is. Marvelous to watch. 17 and under. Born 08 and 09 yung mga players ni Coach Jess.
So many talents, so many young players. 2 minutes. And natid sa atin to ng ombro. Ateneo De Davao continues. They needed those baskets. And those are quality hits. Which brings them to this 13-point lead that they have against St. Roberts.
Minute and 31, 13-point lead. This is the probability of this one of St. Roberts pulling this out is
There's still a chance, but they're kind of slim, diba?
super slim, I would say. It's probably a 99% chance that they're going to go ahead and get this one. Just need to play smart itong Ateneo De Davao. Kahit di na nga sila mag-attempt this whole use up the whole 24 if they want, or try and attempt pagdating sa 2-3 seconds. Ayun, no? Attempt ka, eh. Makukuha mo ulit yung bola.
So it only goes to show ng Ateneo De Davao they still have the number of St. Roberts. Ito nga, kumbaga naulit eh. 49-36, less than a minute to play here. Ano sabi naman siguro na St. Roberts? I will try to improve on our next game, and who knows?
Baka magkita pa rin tayo
ulit, di ba?
Whether it's in the quarterfinals, semifinals, finals even, who knows? Sige lang, kumbaga, okay lang. Sige lang. Makakabawi din kami.
At least this has turned out to be a very good avenue for them. So yung mga rival teams getting to have a crack at each other once more. 49-36 right now para sa Ateneo. St. Roberts running out of things that they could do to cut down the deficit. Finishing touches for Ateneo De Davao.
Pretty sure they're just gonna hold on to this one, let it run out. And kamaya na to. Hindi yung restaurant. Pwede, panalo eh. Malay mo, magkamayan sila pagkatapos, di ba? Meron pa ba nun?
Alam ko naman meron pa. Natawa lang ako, bigla ako nagutom. Final score is 49-36, Ateneo De Davao. So whatever problem that they were able to come up with laban dito sa St. Roberts, well, the same problem could still not be solved. The St. Roberts, a rematch from Palarong Pambansa all the way down to the opening day games scheduled for this one sa ating Xavier Sucre Cup 2025. At least we were being given a treat to see them in action. Ito yung resulta. Another win again para sa Ateneo De Davao, Coach.
They're gonna go up 2-0. Just a masterful performance para dito sa Ateneo De Davao, asserting their dominance early here in day one of our Sucre Cup. And of course, di naman matatapos ang ating laro without our player of the game. PC Express player of the game, Rene Baterbonia, 10 points, 12 rebounds, and assist, a couple of blocks. Just a monster underneath, inside. Just his presence alone is enough to make you change your shots.
Sinubukan siyang pigilan. Well, hindi naman natin mapipigil dahil ito naman, it's Pythons versus St. Roberts, maraming age group. And this is the game that's coming up